Welcome back, everyone. Luis here with the ChingonSA-Podcast, and want to welcome you to episode 2. We're so excited. I got a good friend, good buddy of mine, and a client of ours here at my insurance group, Mr. Martin Pacheco. Martin is a tattoo artist in downtown San Antonio, right in the heart of downtown San Antonio, actually in a building that I used to have my office in. And so I love going back there, love seeing clients, and Martin's done some artwork on me, so I'm excited to talk about that, what that meant to me, what that experience was like, and we'll get into it. Martin, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you. I've been wanting to do this for a little while. I know, just kind of in hearing your story, hearing about how you got started, and what keeps you going in the business, that was something that I remembered, and I wanted to kind of show that to other people as well, and let them hear about it. So yeah, man, let's start at the beginning. Like, what inspired you to go out on your own and be your own business owner?
Man, I would have to say my wife and kids, man. Tattooing is something that I liked, and then to be able to do that, work for yourself, make your own hours, equals more time
for sure,
with your family. So yeah. I think that was the biggest thing for me.
How many kids do you have?
4 kids.
4 kids?
Yeah, 4 kids.
Dang.
13, 11, 10, and 5.
Okay. What's your wife do?
Real estate. She's a realtor.
That's right. I remember that. And, obviously flexibility comes with being your own boss, so you get to choose your own hours, stuff like that. And I imagine being a tattoo artist, you don't really work traditional hours, right?
Well, normally I would say you don't. Everybody wants tattoos like after 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Saturdays, Friday nights, which I did that for a long time, for years. But now I do have like traditional hours. I work Monday through Friday, and I usually do 1 appointment a day, which I start at 10 a.m. So I'm usually done around, usually the latest, maybe around like 5, maybe 6.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You still get time with the kiddos before they got to go to bed? And
Yeah, get home. Yeah. Usually eat dinner, or if we don't eat dinner, pick something up, hang out with the kids, watch TV. And the weekends, I'm off. What's
your specialty? Like, what do you specifically specialize in when it comes? Because I know everything's different, right? Like,
right.
I guess
there's traditional, there's realism, black and gray color. Man, I would say I do almost every style, but I think realism, black and gray realism.
Okay. I
love doing that, and I feel like I probably get asked for that the most.
Yeah. So is that like portraits? Like people put like...
Yeah, like portraits. It can be like a portrait of like a loved one, a person, a dog, a cat. I don't know.
You get that a lot? Dogs or cats?
Dogs. Cats, not really. I guess people are more dog lovers.
Yeah, I don't know who would want a cat on their arm.
Yeah.
Man, so you've been in business now for 5 years. What would you? I'm curious. How did you end up downtown, man? It's the building that you're in is like, it's so obscure, right? Because it's traditionally like an office, right? Like a professional office building.
Right. Yeah. There's like lawyers next to me and stuff.
Yeah. And you have a tattoo artist or a tatttle shop in there.
Yeah. Honest. So I was right outside downtown before I got the studio I have now. So I was outside UTSA downtown. So not in downtown, but just right outside. And I don't know, I was just looking for another space, or if something else came up, because my last studio was cool too. And I was just looking online, and at different, I think it was like, there was like an app you can use for different offices or studios for rent. And I just came across the building that I'm in, and I was like, dang, I didn't even know that was like, from the outside, you would think there's no studio, there's like nothing in there, or I don't know, it looks like a hotel or something.
Right.
But yeah, I just found it online, went to go check it out, talk to the owner. He was really cool, and I liked the spot. It's perfect, walking distance to everything.
Yeah.
So
that definitely was one of my favorite perks about being downtown, was that it was so close to everything.
Yeah.
And you kind of started a trend there, because I remember after you moved in, there were a lot of tattoo artists that got studios there.
Yeah, there's a lot of us. There was a few before I got there, though.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, there was a few. So I wasn't the first one, but Man, I don't know. I haven't even met everyone, but there's probably about maybe like 8 or 9 shops in there now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of us in there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying that there's lawyers there. I know there's architects in there.
Yeah.
There's an insurance agent in there. There's all kinds of
just so random.
Yeah, you're right at the corner of Broadway and Travis Street. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Man, that was probably my favorite place to be. I was there for I think 11 years.
Oh dang, I know you're that
yeah.
long.
Yeah, I moved in 2012 and moved out in 2023.
Dang, you're there a while.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, I loved that building. I love, you know, just being so close to everything, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Walking distance from all kinds of food and of course
the mall, River Center,
the mall, yeah.
The Alamo, the Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Well, the Chick-fil-A didn't come
until...
Oh,
that was just built. I forgot. That was just built a few years ago.
I was a little perturbed about that.
Yeah.
They didn't open up until I was already gone.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Man, what have some of the challenges that you've encountered over the last 5 years that you've been in business? Like, what you know, just kind of thinking back on your experience, what are some of the challenges that you've encountered?
I think the biggest challenge, I would say, as like a tattoo shop owner would be just because it's all, you know, it's pretty much like commission. If you look at it, it's like it's 100% commission. And because the studio that I'm in, it's not, you know, there's no walk-ins. People nobody knows I'm there unless I give you the address because it's so private. So I would say that's the biggest challenge, is just making sure, for me, using social media, to make sure I have clients every week, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you don't have any clients, you paid $0. So it's not like a clothing store people walk into and shop. So
income inconsistency basically is
I would say
the biggest challenge.
Yeah, if it was a traditional shop where you can walk in, I think it'd be a little bit different.
Sure.
But yeah, being a private studio is a little different.
Man, I see you on social media all the time. Like you're big on social media. You got a huge following. Mm-hmm. You know, promote your artwork on there. You know, you've shown some of the kind of behind the scenes type stuff. You did a contest recently, which I really thought was really cool, where you opened it up to anyone who wanted to get a tattoo. I think you offered like flights and hotel stay if they were out of town.
It's
what motivated you to do that, man?
Honestly, I'm not even sure how I got that idea. I don't remember, but yeah, it's cool. It's like the last one I did, I believe the last one I did was maybe in October. So what was that, 5 months ago or whatever? It was just cool, man. Just, you know, tag a friend, then picked a random winner. I was going to fly them to San Antonio and then get them a hotel down the street from the shop, which is at the Hyatt on the Riverwalk.
Oh, okay.
But Hyatt actually did sponsor that one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the room was paid for by the Hyatt. So
how did that partnership come about? Did you kind of reach out to them?
Yeah, I reached out to them because I had done these before.
Oh, nice.
And I was paying for everything myself. You know? And I was like, I had saw their Instagram, and their Instagram following was a little low.
Okay.
You know, for that hotel specifically.
Right.
So I reached out to them, told them how I do it and stuff, and wanted to see if they're interested in basically doing a collab. Yeah. So my followers would follow them. Yeah. You know, it gets them more business, of course, and then in return,
absolutely,
you know, they
get exposure. To probably a different clientele than what they're used to. Yeah. So that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So I think it worked out for both of us.
Yeah. And so you flew in the winter. Where did they come in from?
Man, I don't remember. Because I've done so many, but I've had people from I think I've had from California, from Washington, I think Ohio, and then some of them are here in Texas. Because I would say most of my following is from Texas. So if they win and they're from Texas, instead of because they don't need the flight, I'll give them 2 free sessions instead.
Oh, nice.
Which works in their favor because the session costs more than the flight.
Right.
So
and you've done some other cool stuff on social media as well. You've done I saw recently. I think you did like a random tattoo.
Oh, the blindfold tattoos.
The blindfold tattoo.
Yeah. I try to do those every Monday, but I do get busy sometimes. But yeah, I'll have somebody come in. They roll a dice, basically, 1 through 6, and I have 6 designs on my desk, and they roll a 3, they get design number 3. They don't see it. When I put the stencil, they don't see the stencil. They'll close their eyes. When I'm tattooing, they'll look away. And
do they get to pick where it goes?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
I mean, some of them will give me the option, but I'm kind of like, well, where do you want it? They'll usually pick an arm or a leg.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. It's like, it's not for everyone, but
sure.
I mean, I do those for free, so I don't even charge.
Really?
Yeah, they're free. If you come in, if you're the winner for that Monday, and you come in, it's free.
How do you win? Like what's
so when I post the video of somebody getting a blindfold tattoo on Instagram, it's usually a Monday.
Okay.
Anybody who leaves a comment on that video,
gotcha.
I'll pick a winner for next Monday.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
that's really cool, man.
Yeah.
Where did you get these ideas from? Is it just something that
that one I just thought of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just have these like random ideas. I'm like, man, that'd be kind of cool. It kind of be interesting.
And have you seen like a pretty good response from that? Do you get business from it? Do you think?
Yeah, I do get business from it. A lot more people liked it than I thought.
Really?
Because like I said, it's not for everyone. You're coming in, you don't know what tattoo you're leaving with. And it would never be nothing crazy, like offensive, or it would just be something I think is cool or whatever. But
do you show them like all 6 designs that you have, or
no?
So they are completely blind.
Yeah, no. When they come in, they don't see.
And where do you come up with the inspiration for these designs?
I'll just think of random stuff, or some of my buddies that are in the shop with me. I'm like, hey, give me like a theme, or like I was doing shoes. I had did I think I did a pair of Vans, like a Nike. I think I did I don't know. I had like New Balance, like different shoes. Or October, I had Halloween themed tattoo designs.
Yeah.
So I guess it can depend on the month we're in, if there's something going on. Or I think one of them I did a corn on the cob, because it was like it was during the rodeo season. So I had like a turkey leg, corn on the cob.
Fiesta's around the corner. Maybe we'll do corn in a cup this time.
Oh yeah. Or I think I had a chicken on a stick with a jalapeno. So yeah, it just depends. It depends if there's anything going on, or if not, I'll just think of something random.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's great. So kind of going back to the challenge that you talked about, the kind of the income inconsistency. Mm-hmm. So besides social media, is there anything that you're doing to like kind of make sure that you're staying busy?
Honestly, I don't think I am. I think it's just social media, but it's worked. It's the social media that works for me personally.
Yeah.
I know like maybe some of the other guys in the shop with me might make business cards or flyers or things like that and pass them out. So some of the guys do that, but I guess it just helps with the following. Yeah. On social media. So that's just been working.
Are they taking some cues from you? Like are they starting to do like their own social media stuff and get their own social media following?
They do social media already, but and I'll give them like tips and tricks or whatever to try to get their like videos or whatever put out there a little bit more. So.
And how are you doing like the videos and stuff like that? Do you have somebody doing it for you, or are you doing it yourself?
Yeah, I have a buddy, my buddy John. He goes in there and he'll film. He'll film me. He'll film the other guys in there. He'll edit the video, everything. He knows like the style that we like already.
Yeah.
So he'll literally go film. And by the time I'm done, or any of us are done tattooing, he usually has the video like edited, ready to go, and airdrops it to us like 10 minutes later. So.
Nice. I think that's super important, man, because I think a lot of business owners, especially like small business owners who don't have a huge social media following, really should focus on kind of that aspect of the quality of the video and the content that you're putting out.
Exactly.
Because I think if the content is bland, no one's going to pay attention to it. Yeah. And I think the content that you're pushing out is it's cool, right? It's cool. It's hip. It's whatever verb they're using these days. but it's attractive, right? Like it gets your attention. It's attention grabbing.
Yes.
And you're people want to see it, and they end up following you on social media, which is great for you. It gets you exposure, and gets you more business in the long run. Is that fair to say?
I agree 100. I think everybody should be doing it. Like specifically, if you are a small business owner, I think those are the ones who probably could use it the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, just whatever business you do, I think you should have somebody go out there and somebody who knows how to film and edit and stuff and put together this really cool video that's going to like showcase that on social media. And yeah,
man, I'm so glad you said that, because another thing that I think a lot of businesses maybe have a hard time with is letting that control go, right? Trusting someone with that content, with that that message that they want to get across.
Yeah.
And they want to do it themselves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then it's honestly, I mean, unless the business owner like is into like videos and like it's probably not gonna come out the best if they try to do it themselves versus somebody who does it for a living. You know, they're like an artist. They know what's gonna work. They know how long the clip has to be.
Yes.
Different angles. You know, not just shooting straight.
Right.
You know, different angles. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Super important, man. I'm so glad you said that. I'm an insurance agent, dude. I don't know how to film content. I don't know how to. I don't know what looks good on social media, and that's why we have someone in house that does that stuff for us.
Yeah.
Right.
And I knew you didn't set this up. Okay.
No, I didn't. I'll admit that. But I'm so glad that you said that, dude, because I think a lot of small business owners are having that same challenge, and they're having that difficulty kind of letting go of that control. And I think that's what a lot of it is too.
Yeah.
They want to maintain control of that, and it's like, dude, you're not good at that, man. Give that to somebody else.
Yeah. No. That's also when it comes to tattoos. Sometimes somebody wants something specific, and I'm like, I work with them. Well, I'm not going to change your idea, but like sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what? It'll look better this way, or it'll flow with your body part better this way. So I'll usually make recommendations because I can kind of see it before it's even done. And sometimes they're like, I really want it this way.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right,
Do you ever, I'm curious, do you turn business away because you're not like, if somebody wants like, I don't know, something color, or they want, like words or something like that, is that something that you're like, hey, you know what, that's not really my style, I'm not.
Yeah, I do. I would say I do turn down a lot of like projects or ideas that people want, just because like.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, it's just like no, it's just like the way that they want it. I just like yes, the money is good.
Sure.
You want to get paid for it, whatever. But I also want the tattoo to look good.
Yeah.
And sometimes like their vision, I'm like, man, this is. It probably sounds good in your head, but when you put it on skin, it's just not going to look good at all. And
that makes sense.
So sometimes that might be I usually tell them like, this idea is cool, whatever, but it's just too much going on or whatever. So either they'll change their idea a little bit, or we can work together, or if not, we just
part ways.
Yeah, part
as
ways.
Friends, not
right.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, dude. How do you see your business impacting the artist community in San Antonio? Like, what kind of things are you doing outside of the shop in the local community, or are you?
One thing that I like doing is usually every year for Christmas, I'll raise money. I'll raffle off a tattoo, and so everybody donates, whatever you want, $1, $5, and I'll raffle off a tattoo. Winner gets a free, usually an 8-hour session with me.
Dang.
Yeah, whole day session. I'll do the flight hotel if they're from out of town, and then we use that money to go buy Christmas gifts and then take them
nice,
to.
Dude. How long have you been doing that?
I want to say 3 years now, maybe.
Okay.
My first shop, we did something like that, but it was more where they brought donations to the shop.
Yeah.
But I mean, we did get donations, but it was, maybe like 20 toys. And now we can go out and buy $2,000 worth of toys.
That's great, man.
Or I'll buy not just toys. I'll buy like toothpaste, stuff that shelters need.
Sure.
So I've done with like the children's shelter, and then Last year I did a different one. I can't remember the name of it, but that's pretty cool. I like doing that.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. So. I love when businesses are giving back. We got involved with a toy drive last year. I think we raised, I think somewhere around like $1,500, $1,600 bucks.
Nice.
From just like, our referral partners, our community.
Yeah.
And kind of like you, we're not, we don't get a lot of walk-in traffic.
Right.
And so a lot of our messaging is on social media, our personal social media, as well as our business page and that kind of thing. And, from just kind of posting it out there. Our team, we've got a large team here in the office, and they all kind of pitched in. And we raised $1,600, $1,500, whatever it was, and
nice, yeah.
bought a bunch of toys.
It's a lot of toys.
Yeah,
a lot of gifts. Yeah,
yeah, and you don't. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you see the truckload of toys that you're delivering,
they
you're
barely
like,
fit in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome,
You
dude.
need like multiple shopping carts.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of looking back over the last 5 years, man, as we wrap up, like what has been one lesson that you've learned that you wish you would have learned earlier?
Oh man, a lesson. Man, I don't honestly, and like to say this in the most humble way, I feel like, man, everything's been going, knock on wood.
Yeah,
everything's been going pretty good.
That's awesome.
I mean, I would say a lesson, not like business wise, but one thing that I could have done better as a tattoo artist was just gone through a mentorship.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because that kind of, and this was before, because I've been tattooing for 15 years.
Yeah.
But the last 5 years when I had a shop. But getting somebody who knows what they're doing already and follow their guidance to help you be a better artist.
So strictly on the like the artist side of
artist part of it, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And by that you mean like you like say a little more about that, like you.
So when you usually when you become a tattoo artist, you have a mentor. So like right now I have an apprentice.
Gotcha.
So I'm showing her how to do outlines, how to shade, just basically everything.
Yeah.
So when I started, I just taught myself how to tattoo.
Gotcha.
Which is, it's like a huge no in the tattoo world.
Really?
Yeah, like you'll get hate. You'll
Wow.
get hated on so bad by doing that.
Wow.
Because you're basically, you don't know everything, and you might be like cross-contaminating things. You're touching, your gloves might have blood from when you're tattooing, and you're grabbing this, and you're grabbing things you're not supposed to. So a lot of it is cross-contamination.
Gotcha.
And then, you might not know how to do a good outline, shading technique. It's just so much.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to learn on your own. But
Yeah. And so you wish that you would have spent more time under like a mentor?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it took me a long time to get decent.
Yeah.
Like maybe like 5-6 years, I would say.
That's pretty humbling.
That's
man.
a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's humbling to say, for the first 5 years I was a shit artist. I mean, not that you were a shit artist.
No, and I thought I was pretty good, but
yeah.
Now that I look back and I'm like, dang, that they're like tattoos that are like that you see people make memes of, like.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen one of your like first art pieces and be like, maybe I could fix that?
Oh, all my friends have my like first tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see them all the time.
Have you brought them back into the shop to
some of them I have, and some of them
kind of redo them?
Some of them won't fix them. They just think it's kind of cool, like a memory,
There you go. Yeah.
But I mean, I will fix them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Last question, man. What is the legacy that you envision leaving behind, whether that be for your family, whether that be for your business, for your community? What is legacy? When you think of legacy, what does that mean to you?
Man, just like being one of like, hopefully one of the greatest like tattoo artists out there, just leaving behind really, really good artwork. So,
yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's what I just want to be known for is.
Yeah. And your artwork is out there, man.
I appreciate it.
You've done a lot of cool stuff. I know some of your clients. I won't mention any names, but I know some of your clients are big stars, and they show their stuff on social media. So
some of the Spurs players.
Yeah, there you go. I wasn't gonna say it, but
no, they're all cool guys.
Yeah.
They're just like regular people when they're in the shop. So
yeah, it's funny because you don't think of that, right? We only ever see them on the court, right? So
as a Spurs player.
Yeah, exactly. So they're Spurs.
Yeah, sometimes I forget when they're there, and I'm tattooed. I know they're Spurs players, but we're just how we're talking right now. That's how it is at the shop, and nothing extra, nothing. It's just me and my client for that day. So.
Yeah.
But it is weird seeing them on. It's not weird, but it's like, you see them in person, you hang out with them, and then you see them on TV. It's like, it's kind of cool, I guess.
That's awesome, dude. It has been a fun conversation, man.
Yeah,
Thanks so much for coming on. I appreciate you being my second guest on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
If people want to check you out, what's your handle on Insta?
Instagram is tattoos_by_Martin.
Tattoos_by_Martin.
Yes.
And anything else you want people, or like, is there a contact number they call you, or they just reach out to you via Instagram?
Yeah, they can reach out to me DM, or they can text me.
You actually check your DMs though?
I try. I mean, I'm getting pretty good at it now.
Okay.
Or they can text me. There's I don't even know that phone number, but it's linked in my it's bio? Pinned. I don't even know if it's in my bio, to be honest, but it's pinned there on my Instagram. So
okay.
Text or DM.
Well, cool. We'll make sure to put links to all of Martin's contact information in the show notes. You can reach out to him. Tattoos by Martin Pacheco. Thanks again for coming on the show, man. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of ChingonSA. We'll see you guys next time.